Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Dr. Pawan Jagannath Tamde, working as Assistant Professor in Chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nashik. In this video lecture, we will see stereochemistry of SN2 reaction. Dear friends, we know that SN2 reaction is normally shown by methyl halides, primary alkyl halides and secondary alkyl halides. First of all, we will see out of these possible substrates, which substrates can show differences in stereochemical outcomes. So first of all, we will consider methyl halides and primary alkyl halides. Dear friends, there is no stereochemistry involved in SN2 reaction of methyl halide and primary alkyl halide, since the alpha carbon atom, that is the carbon atom to which leaving group is attached, do not possesses any chirality, and because of that we will not observe any stereochemistry in such type of substrates. To consider that, look at this example. This is methyl bromide, and when it is subjected for nucleophilic substitution reaction, we will get this type of product. But in this reaction, stereochemistry is not at all involved. In the same way, we consider this primary alkyl halide. When primary alkyl halide is subjected for nucleophilic substitution reaction, the reaction proceeds through SN2 path, and we will get this type of product. In this case also, stereochemistry is not involved. Now, if there is a chiral center somewhere else in the molecule, do not touch such chiral center because it is not a part of reaction. So what this means? Suppose we are having this type of substrate where in the molecule there is a presence of chiral center. For example, in this case, this carbon is a chiral carbon which is attached to 4 different atoms or group. And if you look at this reaction, you will find that reaction is not happening at chiral center. It is happening away from chiral center. In such case also, stereochemistry is not involved, and there will be no change in the stereochemical outcome of this particular reaction. Now suppose if we are having a secondary alkyl halide as a substrate, and in that substrate if there is a chiral center, then there is a possibility of involvement of stereochemistry. If in secondary alkyl halide, if there is a chiral center, then SN2 reaction will proceed through inversion of configuration around the chiral center. Please remember that if our alkyl halide is secondary and leaving group is directly attached to chiral center, then only we can observe this type of inversion of configuration. If leaving group is attached to some carbon atom but it is not a chiral center, then also we cannot observe any inversion of stereochemistry. In order to understand this concept, look at this reaction. Look at this molecule. This is 2-bromobutane having some specific absolute configuration. When this molecule is allowed to react with this nucleophile, we will get this type of product. So when we start with this R2-bromobutane, we will get this type of S product. So there is a inversion of configuration. Now this inversion of configuration is possible because during the course of reaction, nucleophile attacks on electrophilic carbon atom from back side, from side opposite to leaving group, and because of that there is a inversion of configuration. If we start with R isomer, we will get S as a product, or vice versa. Now in order to understand this, we need to go through molecular orbital approach. According to molecular orbital theory, if we are having a nucleophile, it may possesses a lone pair of electron or negative charge. This lone pair of electron or negative charge is present in highest occupied molecular orbital, that is HOMO, and in case of electrophilic species, that is our substrate, there is a LUMO, that is lowest unoccupied molecular orbital of electrophile, which is an antibonding molecular orbital of this carbon halogen bond. So during the course of reaction, there is a donation of electron from this nucleophile to this carbon. So the filled atomic orbital of nucleophile donate electron to the empty atomic orbital of this carbon, and thus this HOMO of nucleophile donates its electron to LUMO of electrophilic carbon, and at the same time there is a breaking of bond between carbon and leaving group. So there is a formation of new bond between carbon and nucleophile, which is opposite to carbon X bond, and that is why we observe inversion in stereochemistry during SN2 type of reactions. Now predict the product with stereochemistry in this particular example. In this case, this molecule is allowed to react with this acetate anion, and one can get these two different products. When we start from this trans molecule, we can get trans or we can get cis. With the help of mechanism of SN2 reaction, we can find out whether we are going to get trans molecule or cis molecule as a product. So in order to go with mechanism, first of all, we need to draw this molecule in its chair conformation. So in chair conformation, this molecule will look something like this. This OTS, which is a leaving group, is present at equatorial position, and this tertiary butyl is also present at equatorial position. Both the bulky groups are present at equatorial position and they are opposite to each other. This is trans. This is a stable structure of this trans molecule. Now, during the course of reaction, when this molecule comes in contact with nucleophilic species, nucleophile try to attack on this electrophilic carbon atom. And nucleophile attack on this electrophilic carbon atom in two different ways. Either nucleophile try to attack from front side or it can attack from back side. The front side attack of nucleophile is not possible because there is a repulsion between nucleophile and the leaving group. Leaving group also possesses some delta negative charge and nucleophile also possesses negative charge. So there is a repulsion between these species because of charge and because of crowdiness as well. So this nucleophile always attacks on this electrophilic carbon atom from back side, and this type of reaction will occur. So during reaction, this nucleophile attacks from back side and this carbon OTS bond will break and we will get the product in concerted form. If you look at stereochemistry of product, you will find that this acetate group is present on axial position and tertiary butyl is present at equatorial position, and both are facing on same side. This molecule is having cis geometry. Thus, when we start from this trans molecule, we will get cis molecule as a product. So this is how, with the help of mechanism, we can find out which product will be predominant or which product will form during the course of reaction. Now look at this reaction, how to achieve this particular conversion, how to convert this S2-butanol into R2-butanol. Now this is possible with the help of knowledge of organic chemistry. Now we will see this example. In order to achieve this conversion, we need to do some steps. In this starting material, there is a OH group, and OH group, that is OH minus, is a strongly basic and thus it is very weak leaving group. So first of all, we need to convert this OH into stronger leaving group, and that can be achieved by various ways. One of the simple way is to treat it with tosyl chloride. When this molecule is reacted with tosyl chloride, this OH get converted into OTS. Now if you look at this reaction is not occurring at chiral carbon atom, and because of that there is no change in stereochemistry. When we start with S molecule, we will get S molecule as a product. So this is first step. We want to convert this sluggish living group into a better living group. So OH is converted into OTS. Later on, in next step, this molecule, this protected alcohol is reacted with strong nucleophile like acetate anion, and this acetate anion attacks on this electrophilic carbon atom from backside, and here is SN2 reaction, and thus there is an inversion of configuration. This S molecule is converted into R structure, and finally this compound is hydrolyzed and we will get alcohol as a product. If you look at this last step, in this case also the reaction is not occurring at chiral carbon atom, but it is occurring away from chiral carbon, and because of that there is no change in absolute configuration. R remains R. And if you look at overall reaction, we started from S2 butanol and we end up at R2 butanol. So this is how this S2 butanol is converted into R2 butanol. Now look at this another example. How to convert this S2 butanol into these S thioalcohols, S2 butanethiol. Now how to do this? So if you look at reactant and product, then you will find that the absolute configuration of both is exactly same, but in SN2 reaction there is always change in configuration. Now look at the path through which we can convert this into this. First of all, this S2 butanol is converted into its OTS form. For that, it is reacted with tosyl chloride and we will get this type of structure. Again, in this case, there is no change in configuration as reaction is not occurring at chiral center. Now, in this molecule, we are having OTS, which is a good living group. So, this molecule is then reacted with NABR in DMF. So, this is a SN2 type of reaction. Br minus from this NABR act as a nucleophile and it attacks on this molecule from backside, and we will get this R2 bromobutane as a product. Right. Now this R2 bromobutane further reacted with NaSH in DMF, where HS minus will act as a nucleophile and it attacks on this R2 butanol from backside, so that this reactant is converted into this product with inversion of configuration, that is R is converting into S and we will get our desired product. So this is how this S2 butanol is converted into this S-butane to thiol. So if you look at overall reaction, in the overall reaction, two SN2 reactions are involved, and because of that there is a retention of configuration. First of all, this S2 butanol undergoes SN2 type of reaction by converting OH into OTS, and we will get this type of product where there is an inversion of configuration. S is converted into R. In second stage, that is in last stage, this R2 bromo butane is further undergo SN2 type of reaction and we will get our expected product. So this is how we can do this conversion. So this is very important application of SN2 type of reactions. Now we will see some more application of SN2 reactions. So we know that the substrates like methyl halide, primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, or instead of halide we can have some other living group. These type of substrates can show SN2 type of reaction. So when these type of substrates are allowed to react with nucleophilic species, then this X is replaced by nucleophile and we will get different products. So these alkyl halides are converted into these many types of products. In case of methyl halide and primary alkyl halide, as there is no chiral center, stereochemistry is not involved. However, in case of secondary alkyl halide, if there is a chiral center, we can see inversion of configurations. We'll see some more examples. This is again alkyl halide, primary alkyl halide and chiral secondary alkyl halide. When it is reacted with some more nucleophiles like this, then this X is replaced by this nucleophilic species and we will get this type of products. Again, if you look at stereochemistry of this chiral starting material with respect to product, then we will find that there is an inversion of configuration. So dear friends, if you look at utility of this SN2 reaction, then through SN2 reaction one can convert alkyl halide into number of product. Not only alkyl halide, if suppose we are having alcohols, then those alcohols can be converted into OTS or some other better living group, and then that alcohol can be converted into these different types of products. So if you know how to convert this alkyl halide or alcohol into these many variety of products, then it will help you to build your organic chemistry. So these are different applications of SN2 reactions. Now I have one question, whether SN2 reaction proceed with retention of configuration. Is it possible? Up till now we saw that when SN2 reaction occurs, then there is an inversion of configuration. If we start from R molecule, we will get S and vice versa. So look at this example. This is an exception. Because of some reason, we will see how it is an exception and we will also look at the reason behind it. So look at this reaction. In this reaction, this molecule is reacted with NaCN, so that Cn minus attacks on this carbon and this Cl minus is kicked off and we will get this type of product. Because this Cn minus is going to attack from back side, this is the stereochemistry which we observed during the course of reaction. So when this molecule is reacted with NaCN in DMF, we will get this product. And if you try to find out absolute configuration of this molecule, then when we assign priority, first priority goes to Cl, second priority goes to this group, third priority goes to methyl, and the fourth priority goes to hydrogen, which is present on backside. And if you look at high prior group in the order 1, 2, 3, then you can see them in clockwise manner. And the fourth priority atom is away from the observer, and thus the absolute configuration of this molecule is R. In the same way, if you look at this product and if you assign priority to the different atoms or group on this chiral center, then first priority goes to this group, second priority goes to Cn, third priority goes to CH3, and the fourth priority goes to hydrogen, and this hydrogen is present towards the observer. So when you see 1, 2, 3, you can see it in anti-clockwise manner, that is S configuration, but the lowest priority atom is present towards the observer, and thus we need to revert the configuration. So the configuration of this structure is R, right? This is our starting material having R configuration, and this is our product having R configuration. So if you look at this reaction, in this reaction there is no change in absolute configuration. Absolute configuration of reactant and product is exactly same. Absolute configuration is not changing in this particular example. So why this happens? Why this exception is there? Because in this case, if you look at reactant, in reactant Cl is having higher priority, that is priority 1. However, when Cl is kicked off and Cn will take its position, then in product this Cn do not have highest priority. Its priority is changing, and because of that, although in this case there is a SN2 reaction, there is no inversion of absolute configuration. To start from R isomer, can get R isomer. So there are some examples like this which are exception for SN2 reaction, and this is only because of priority order according to CIP rules. So dear friends, I hope in this video lecture you understand what is the stereochemistry of SN2 reaction. Thank you very much for watching this video.